and welcome to episode 17 of Unqualified Game Chat. I am your host, Azario Lopez, along with my co-host, Spencer, the Legacy.
What's up, people?
Ooh, I love it. I love it.
Ooh, you can tell I had the PS2 microphone.
We didn't comment on this before, but you are in a new area.
It's true, only for last week and this week because I was visiting my sister. But
you're running away from home. I hate you, Mom.
I'm out of here. I'm tired of doing dishes.
Man, we've all been there. We've all been here.
As of next week, though, we'll be back to normal, so all good.
Back to the evening. It looks like you're in a guest room. Is that?
I'm in the basement, actually.
And your old studio is a guest room, I'm assuming.
Yeah, my old one's a guest room.
What is the use of a guest room? Do people just make guest rooms because they have an extra room and they don't know what to put in it?
I guess so.
They decide to put a bed in there, anticipating people come over.
Yeah, and then I take it over as an office. This is mine now.
If I had what would you do with an extra room?
Collection room.
Yeah. I'm like, a library of sorts.
Yeah, exactly. They have manga and video games and figures.
Yeah, the thing I would not be thinking about if I had an extra room was I can't wait to put a bed in here for someone else to sleep on.
Yeah, maybe I'll toss a bed in the collection room for people.
Or like a futon.
Yeah, like a slide out.
Yeah, slide out.
But the collection comes first, okay?
Well, I mean, I don't trust anybody, so I don't think I would allow someone to sleep in my collection. But
it's such a power move, being like, you can sleep in the room of decadence.
It is.
Where
it's
like
a sign of
they
respect.
sleep there and they're like,
wow. Have nightmares.
Bathe in it.
Yeah. There's some things that I don't like, and I don't like sleeping in a room with a bunch of electronics. It's my least favorite thing to do. I just feel like lasers are just shooting through my brain when I'm asleep.
Like the Better Call Saul guy, the brother. You're like allergic to electricity when you sleep.
I just feel like maybe it has an effect on my subconscious, my unconscious.
It's one of those things where like you think about it a little bit and you're like, that sounds convincing enough for me to, I can't disprove it. So
I won't even Google it. I don't even know what to Google. So I'm just going to believe you.
Because if you Google it, it'll be like, if you sleep in a room with a TV, you're going to get brain cancer.
Yeah.
Like, nonsense.
There is just something different about sleeping with the lights completely off in the dark.
True.
Just
no red lights.
Complete dark. And I have been guilty of putting a podcast on and then putting my phone underneath my pillow. I do silence it, but I do put my phone, and I could feel it sometimes, and I'm so annoyed, but I just want to listen to the podcast.
I can feel it. I can feel my head growing.
Yeah.
When I listen to the Unqualified Game Chat.
Yeah. I mean, I am subscribed to it, so sometimes with like one of my podcasts is over, I'll wake up and Unqualified Game Chat would be on, and I'm like, fuck. Like,
my wonderful voice wakes you. Oh, that's so damn romantic.
Oh, but more importantly, Spencer.
Yeah.
Before we get too off the rails, as if that wasn't enough.
Yeah.
This podcast is recorded every week and posted to podcast services on Thursdays, where you can listen and comment, do whatever you want.
Love those comments. Leave them.
Yeah. I want to say that I did relaunch, or I helped relaunch the Noisy Pixel podcast, not to cheat on Spencer. This is still, the Unqualified Game Chat is still a Spencer and Azario show.
Yeah, it's true. Podcast host with benefits.
Yes. And the Noisy Pixel podcast is more of a news-centric show where we can talk long form about some of the news that comes out. And I think the dynamic of 4 people will take some getting used to, but expect that to be the same for every episode.
Nice. I look forward to listening.
Same hosts, and yeah.
But not me. I'm not there.
No.
If you guys need a little Spencer vacation once in a while, I get it. Listen to the Noisy Pixel podcast.
Yeah. I'm very much protective over my friendship with Spencer. I can't share him,
No.
And I don't want to share them.
And I don't want to be shared.
Yeah. He's not some podcast slut just
I'm not a podcast hoe.
Hoeing himself around.
Flipping tricks for anyone who has a microphone? I don't think so.
Not in this house.
Not in this house. We believe in monogamous podcasting.
You got to have rules.
It's true. You got to have respect for yourself.
Spencer, let me know what you're playing.
Well, right now, there's 2 games. One I played because I had no review games, and one I play now because I got a bunch of review games. First, I played Horizon Zero Dawn. I sped through it.
More like Horizon Zero Yawn.
You took that from me. I was about to use that. Damn.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry. Great minds. Great minds.
Great minds. See, this is why we can't share.
Yes.
But I had fun with parts of it, but a lot of it felt boring.
Yeah. That was the same with me. Right after I got out of the town and they said, "Oh, here's the open world," I put the controller down and I walked away. And I Googled
through it, but
I Googled bathing suit DLC Horizon Zero Dawn. And no, there is none. And I was like, well, there is no reason for me to continue playing this.
There's no bathing suit DLC in Western games.
I mean, I think that time frame, like what is it supposed to be, like prehistoric style, like cavemen,
but also prehistoric.
Growing up, I've seen enough prehistoric people to say that like in cartoons and stuff, where the guys have a loincloth and the girls have like a bikini leather. And I expected that. Caveman. I expected that to be true. And it wasn't.
It seemed more indigenous than caveman, I thought.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Caveman probably would just walking around naked, huh?
Yeah. Caveman would definitely just do that. Right. And since I can give it leeway because since this is like post-apocalyptic, it's like, oh yeah, they would know what clothes are.
Yeah. They lost access to all the other technology, but clothes, we don't forget about those. We got to remember to be decent out here in the wasteland.
Sure. We have robot dinosaurs and we forgot how to make a phone, but we got the Tims.
We have fucking dignity.
We got the Yeezys.
Not to show our hoo-has to any prehistoric motherfucker.
Think we're gonna forget how to make Supreme hoodies? I don't think so. but yeah, there's some stuff I liked about it, like sometimes it was fun to fight big monsters. Sometimes it was really tedious. So it was overall like I'm interested in the sequel, but I was kind of let down a bit by the game. I was kind of like, hey, I don't care about any of the characters. The world's kind of interesting. The gameplay is kind of repetitive but fun. And then I beat it, and I was like, okay, I don't feel the need to like platinum it or play through it again.
Mm. You know what I thought? You know what I thought nice was about that game is the speed. There is a sense of speed. Yeah,
there is.
That like something like Assassin's Creed. Around. Yeah, Assassin's Creed doesn't really have it, but her name is Alloy, I believe.
Aloy, yeah.
Aloy. She has a nice sense of speed. Yeah, and I like that about the game. And there's like a nice flora and fauna around the area.
The environment's really nice looking.
Definitely,
it's very nice. But I was playing like Breath of the Wild with my sister and her boyfriend before I played Horizon Zero Dawn. So then I was like, oh, I lost all the climbing and freedom, and now I have to climb yellow bars.
Yeah.
So that probably didn't help.
You know, that's an interesting point. If open world games will go that route where you could just climb anywhere.
Yeah, I hope so, because I love that, just jumping at a wall.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed does it pretty fine. I mean, they find clever ways to block your ass off from going somewhere you're not supposed to, but
yeah, it's not like yellow painted walls to tell you.
Yeah. Come here. There's a secret this way.
I could look past it in Uncharted because it felt new. It was like, okay, sure, there's a yellow pipe there.
Well, Uncharted, I see Uncharted more as a 3D platformer. You're going in one general direction, and so I think it needs something like that. But an open world like this,
Yeah,
why are you going to limit yourself?
it's true.
Why are you gonna limit yourself?
And yeah, I hope that they get rid of some of those limits in the next game, which
And
they've
maybe
announced they're going
put
to
some
talk
bathing
about.
suit DLC in it.
I mean, if she does go underwater in the new game, so
She needs to be comfortable. So do the guys.
you said that was such a shit-eating grin. Comfortable. I can feel that.
I come from a place of love.
That's one way of describing it. But yeah, so I played that, and then I've been playing for review Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD.
Shin Megami Tensei.
Shin Megami Tensei. I love me some Shin Megami Tensei. I love SMT4. I love the Raido games. I love Persona. So I was like, yeah, let's see how this is. And I've only played it for a couple days. I just beat Matador and got to Ikebukuro. And I will say, I did notice, I know we talked about it last week, I noticed that audio quality in the song. I noticed that.
And you fucking threw your pizza on the floor. And you're like, fucking night's over. Night's fucking over. Fuck this game.
No, but I did.
5 out of 20. I don't know your rating scale.
I did hear it, and then I went, that does legitimately sound like it's coming off a Nokia.
Yeah. What am I fucking playing on, a Sidekick 3?
Yeah, but then it would play like a completely fine, not compressed song, and I'd be like, "This is a really weird contrast. Why are the battle themes so weird?" But overall, well, I flipped a coin because I like Raido and Dante equally, so I flipped a coin. I got Raido, so I was like, okay, I'll do Raido. And overall, I've been enjoying it. It's the thing about Shin Megami Tensei, it's almost like a puzzle game as much as it's an RPG, because level grinding is only going to do so much for you. The difficulty comes from figuring out weaknesses and exploiting them with the press turn system. So I'm always having a lot of fun doing that. And I've got some issues with it, like the sound for a remaster is goofy, and also it crashed a couple times without saving.
Oh shit!
Which
and you're playing on a PS5?
Yeah, I'm playing on a PS5.
Oh well, I attribute also that to them not testing the PS4 version on a PS5. I noticed a lot of games are doing that too.
I looked it up and I saw apparently it crashes on Switch and PC too.
Okay, so it's just
I think it's
a
just
smorgasbord of crashes.
Yeah. So it's only happened a couple times, but that's all you need to like lose like 40 minutes of your time and be like, oh shit. But the game itself is a really good game. Like it's hard, it's interesting, it's got a tone that like nothing outside of Shin Megami Tensei can nail, where it's so depressing but not sad. Like the world is fucked and it's so like dark, but
it's like lonely.
So interesting.
Like
it's so lonely.
Yeah.
Because it's just you and a few other people and then demons. So the tone is so oppressive and I love it.
You expect at some point before the conclusion or early on where there's some idea that things will get better.
Yeah.
That doesn't really come to fruition, you know. It doesn't really get to that point.
This ain't that kind of game.
No.
This isn't the power of friendship turns back the clock kind of game.
Yeah, that's what I think I derive most enjoyment of it, is that it attempted to do something that wasn't all fluffy with hope. They kind of remove that hope from you, and in your drive to progress is mostly filled by curiosity. I feel like
it's true. Yeah, it is,
because your character doesn't talk. Happened? I believe.
No.
Yeah. So
it's and also I just want to say the character's design is like one of the coolest designs. I still think Demi-Fiend. He looks so slick.
Yeah.
But it's such a cool, engrossing game. Demon fusing is so addictive that I will never stop doing it and making the most goofy demons I can. I love having like the Jax bros, like
Yeah.
Pyro Jack, or I guess he's called Jack O'Lantern in this, and like Jack Frost and all the Jacks, so that it looks like I'm just a goofy man. But it's yeah, that's what I've been playing, and it's I'm looking forward to playing more of it. I've only sunk like 10 hours in so far, but I can't wait to continue for that, because it's so unique that I think I wish there were some changes, but I think it's great that the game is on modern consoles, because Shin Megami Tensei is really cool, and I think it's great that people who love Persona can try Shin Megami Tensei if they're interested in like where Persona came from. I think making that more accessible is a great first step, and it also helps for when the PlayStation Store does eventually close and you can't get these games on there.
Yeah, so, that's true.
What have you been playing, Azario?
Well, I can talk about this, I believe, because embargo will be up by the time that we post this. But I've been playing, and I completed World's End Club, and no spoilers. No spoilers.
Is it long?
Did you beat the Apple Arcade version?
No, I haven't played it at all.
It's about 2 or 4 hours.
World's End Club is only that. Oh, I thought you meant it's only like 2 to 4
longer
hours.
Than the Apple Arcade one, which is it's about 12 hours long, maybe 10 hours long.
That's a digestible length.
Yeah, maybe even 8 hours long. You know, because there are these moments in the game where you can camp, and you can totally skip the camp scenes, or you can talk to each character during the camp scenes. And the talking clearly takes a long time. I will say that the cast is so large that the camp scenes are almost necessary to know anything about these characters. And from my experience, I'm not going to talk about narrative with this game at all. That's probably the shining star of this adventure, right? You're going to play this game for the narrative. And it sucks because the gameplay sucks so much.
Oh, really?
It is so bad that you just want it. Because on the main map, you can see whether it's a story scene or an act scene. And the act scenes are where you play these platforming sections. And you kind of feel sick when you have to play through an act scene, because one, you're probably not going to progress the story at all, and 2, you're gonna have to deal with stupid, broken platforming sections. And the platforming sections, I'll press the button, like I'll press the jump button, and maybe like 0.5 seconds later,
that's
float away. And it is super slow response. The animations are terrible. The collision is awful. You know what's funny is in the demo, if you played the demo on the Switch version, you'll play through the Fate game section of this adventure. And the problem with this is that they show you a panel, and in the panel, you press this button to like solve a puzzle, and you interact with this panel. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is what I want. And then that never comes up again.
Really?
You never have to interact with another puzzle panel throughout the entire game again. And everything after that is more environmental based, light puzzle platforming, which you can solve in maybe 5 seconds. Nothing is going to stump you in this game. You are going to fly through everything. The bosses are more of annoyance than anything else, because they're just so slow, and one hit will kill you and then you'll have to start over. Oh, it's like, man. It's a very sucky game in that.
That's a shame, because it looked really interesting.
And then you get to the fucking characters and you're just in love. They start off with like this group where you're like, how the fuck are these people friends? And that's where the camping scenes come into play, where if I didn't take the time to watch all these camping scenes, I would probably hate the game even more, because there are things that you learned in the camping scenes that can be skipped. You can totally skip the camping scenes, but there are things you learn there that are necessary to know something about the character that happens later on in the story. So I don't know why they made this optional, is what I'm saying. It's very strange, and you have the option of talking to any character you want. So you'll just go down the line, right? Or some people would just pick their favorite character and then move on. But you miss out on so much if you skip these.
So it's not like Danganronpa where the free time events build on characters, but they're not essential. It's like necessary story stuff.
Yeah.
That's
like
crazy.
just like a character really likes these like Power Ranger characters. Well, in the beginning, you kind of hear it, and then in another story scene, it'll grow his love for these characters. But in the camping scene, he'll actually explain who the Power Ranger characters are.
Oh, that's cool.
Like in their kind of backstory and why he likes them so much. But if I didn't watch that scene, I would have just thought he was some annoying fanboy that just like couldn't differentiate reality and imagination. You know, like it does. It's very necessary to experience these scenes. So the writing of the characters is amazing, and the story is insane. I feel bad for the people that played the Apple Arcade version because the cliffhanger that it ended on was pretty heavy. So to have to wait like 8 months, to get that again, that sucks.
That does suck.
So yeah, expect my review. Go check it out.
I hope we get it because it sounds interesting enough that I would check it out.
Yeah, it's if you're a fan of these games like 999 and stuff, they try and trick you. I feel like they'll trick you to thinking that this is what it's going to be. I mean, you open up in a underwater theme park, you know, like Ever 17 or anything else, and you're playing a game of Fate, you know? So you're like, am I going to kill each other? But that has nothing to do with the game.
Yeah, the trailer tricked me. I was like, it's another one. And then they were like, it's the best friends.
Yeah, and now we're going on a trip to Tokyo. And so the whole thing is them getting to Tokyo. Yeah. And they're filled by hope, and it's so corny. It is it's a very cheesy game, but that cheese kind of makes the emotional moments towards the end pretty impactful.
Nice.
Yeah, lots of twists as you would expect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds interesting to say the least.
So expect more on that. And nice. that takes us into our segment for this show. It's a new one.
Whoa.
It's a new one, and we just came up with it a minute before the recording of this.
Before we hit record.
It is called Yay or Nay. We're going to go through some games coming out next month, and each month from here on out, the last episode of the month, we will do this for you guys, where we'll read off a few games coming up next month, and we'll say yay or nay, and maybe we'll build on it, maybe we won't, but all we'll need to say is yay or nay.
Yay or nay, and then you can follow it up, or you can just be like, that's it.
That's all I got to say.
That's all you got.
Okay.
All right.
This was just announced. Virtual Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown digital PS4 release on June 1st.
Yay. You know? Virtual Fighter.
I'm going to say yay as well.
It's a long established franchise. It's very simple in terms of like aesthetic, but I'm excited to dive in.
Did you play it on Yakuza 6?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the cool. Only way to play it on modern consoles before this release.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah. So this is going to come with some balancing, some remastered visuals, and it's a very technical fighter.
It's very technical.
I think they maybe 2013 was when it last released. They don't even update the arcades anymore for this.
That's very interesting.
This indie game from the creators of that one pinball game in the well, something in the well, creature in the well.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
Called Stonefly is the name. It's coming out June 1st. It's a chill game where you're on a bug, a mech bug, and you push bugs. I'm gonna say meh.
Yeah, I'm gonna say meh because I know nothing about that one.
Yeah, and I just
play the well game.
I just made up the meh part, but we could say meh.
Yay, nay, or meh.
Yeah. Okay, this game is from Dangan Entertainment, I believe they're how do you say their name, their publisher? Dangan.
Okay. Yeah.
Dangan Entertainment. They're releasing a indie game called Astalon: Tears of the Earth. It is a Castlevania style RPG. You can switch through 3 characters. It's very retro inspired. It looks like Castlevania maybe 1, but it has Metroidvania themes in it too. I'm gonna say a resounding yay.
Yeah, yay. I love Igavania, Castlevania games, and I love Metroidvanias.
Just let me bathe in them.
Yeah.
And you know what? The girl character, there's 2 guys and a girl, and the girl character, chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. That was so genuine the way you said that. Chef's kiss. That was sweet.
We have a mech girl adventure game called Wing of Darkness coming out on June 3rd on PC and PS4. This is a narrative game where you're these girls and you also get into mechs and then you go on missions. Anything you need to know anymore?
Nah, that's a meh.
What?
Yeah, that's a meh.
Did you hear me say girls and mechs?
Yeah. I've seen a lot of things like that. It's meh.
You know what? I think the inspiration that they've included to Gantz has caught me, has star-eyed me, you know?
You're a Gantz head, I'll say that.
I'm honey-dicked over here to say yay.
Mm-hmm.
We have an open world survival game where you hunt to survive, and it's called Open Country, coming on June 10th on PC and Xbox One. And you just hang out with your dog and you go hunting in this open world environment, but it's like real like sim style hunting to where you have to use a bird collar and stuff and and you know yeah. As
an outdoorsman, I have a lot of experience with that.
Yeah. So you hunt in this game. I'm gonna say meh.
Yeah, I'm gonna say meh. Sounds interesting. Yeah, at first I was like, is this like some game you buy in like Bass Pro Shop? But then it sounded interesting. So
yeah, think of like a zombie survival game, but remove the zombies and you just have to hunt tough animals. And the animals are meant to like react to your movements. And if you take like an ATV out, you can't ride straight up to the animal with an ATV. You got to stop. You got to stalk your prey.
That's neat. But yeah, I'll give it a chill meh.
Yeah. Okay, June 5th. This retro inspired. It looks like it's inspired by Contra, and I will say, what's that? SNK. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm blanking on
Metal Slug.
Metal Slug. Yes, Contra Metal Slug, but you play as a goose, and it's called Mighty Goose. Oh, but it's in the same pixel style as Metal Slug, and it has bullet hell stuff like Contra. And I'm gonna say a yay.
Yeah, I'll give that a yay. Metal Slug mixed with a goose. What's not to like?
Yeah, I don't like that goose game though.
I haven't played it. I played it at an event, and I was like, "This is fun."
Did you play it on that stupid little walker thing? Like it was like this. Oh, that was the worst.
No, I played it in an indie mix, so I played it with a controller.
So this is a medieval action game where you raid castles, and it's called Chivalry 2, and it's the second from this publisher, and it's Chivalry 2.
Chivalry 2. That's all you need to know.
I'm gonna say it's a multiplayer game too, and
Yeah.
it's like supposed to be real life. So if I swing my sword and it hits you, your arm will be hurt,
Yeah.
and you can't use your arm.
That's cool. I like that.
Like Monty Python.
You're just running around with no limbs,
Yeah.
headbutting.
I'm gonna say yay.
Yeah, it's between a man and a yay because I don't play a lot of online multiplayer just by like myself.
Yeah.
With people, but the concept and the realism aspect are fun. So yeah.
This game is a noir detective title indie game where you play as a raccoon in Amphromedia. How do you say the name word? Yeah, it's like Animorphs, but it's anamorphic. Anamorphic.
Anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphic.
Yeah, there you go. Like Sonic.
Or the Animorphs.
That's true. Or Sonic.
Or Sonic. You play as a raccoon that looks like a sexy detective man, and you solve a case, and it's very pixelated, and you hang out with other characters. I'm gonna say yay.
Detective stuff. Yeah, I'll give that a yay. I like detective stuff a lot, and pixels are always nice.
Yeah. And I like sexy raccoon boys.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Who doesn't constantly think of sexy raccoon boys?
Speaking of sexy raccoon boys, you heard that new BTS song?
No.
Oh,
I've never
Butter.
listened to BTS.
It's called Butter.
It's called Butter?
It's called Butter.
It's a really weird name for a song.
Yeah. It's a good song. It's the song of the summer.
Butter is the song of the summer.
Moving on.
That's good.
We got this is a Final Fantasy inspired JRPG that's been in Steam Early Access probably for 6 years. It's called Edge of Eternity. It's made by a team of like 22 developers, and I believe they're based in France. And I'm gonna say a yay.
Yay! I love me some Final Fantasy inspiration.
Yeah, you had me at final.
You had me at final.
Oh yes. Okay, This game is a remaster of a Vita that was a remaster of this is a remaster of a Vita game that was a remake of a PS3 game called Neptunia Reverse for PS5. And I'm going to say nay.
Yeah, nay. I don't know what that is. I've never.
I love Neptunia. We love Neptunia. We have a history video on the website, on the YouTube for Neptunia. Go check it out. I'm going to say nay because you know what? You got to do better than this, Compile Heart. Not like these.
Calling you guys out.
Not like these.
Unqualified Game Chat. No prisoners.
Okay. We have a collection of 3 games. 3 ninja games. This is the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection coming out June 10th.
A yay.
I pre-ordered a physical edition. You can get one on Switch or PS4 imported, but it's digital only in the West.
Oh, there you go.
I'm going to say a hell yay. Get some Ayane my fucking face in 4K. Get some 4K. Yay.
4K. Yay. I'm intimidated. I thought this was just cool Ninja Man.
We have a PS5 upgrade with extra DLC called Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate on PS5. Yay.
Yafy. It has Yafy in it.
It has Yafy all up in my face. I didn't even have to explain the game because we already said yay 10 minutes ago to this game.
Exactly.
We have a PS5 game that's a continuation of a 3D platformer. It's called Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart.
Yay.
I'm going to say yay. We don't even have to explain ourselves.
It's Ratchet and Clank. It's just a good time.
Maybe you can explain this game. Yes. It's called Game Builder Garage. It's from Nintendo.
Oh, that's the Nintendo one.
Yes.
Where you design your own little games.
It's RPG Maker for Nintendo.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of WarioWare DIY.
I'm gonna say nay.
I'm gonna say meh.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting concept. I'd like to see. People will make crazy shit with it. Someone will make.
Oh
Doom.
yeah. But I'm not gonna buy a game and wait for other people to make it for me.
Oh yeah, no. I'll be watching YouTube compilations.
Yeah. We have a game coming out June 11th. It's a fighter, and it's beautiful. It's called The Guilty Gear Strive. Oh, yay.
Smell of the yame.
Oh my God, Guilty Gear,
yay, baby.
Oh my God, I fucking suck at Guilty Gear, but I will fuck with this game.
I'm no good at it, but I love it to death.
I just want to stare at it all night.
All yay
long.
They made Faust scary. I can't wait.
We have a 2D Souls-like adventure game called Ender Lilies, Questus of the Nights. It's in Steam Early Access now, and it's coming to PC and Switch. It's a dark-themed game where you play as a little girl, and you have these different soul ghosts that join you, and you equip them and you use their powers in combat. Your character can't do anything except for dodge, so you utilize the powers of these demons to fight off the enemies in front of you. It's very indie, but it's very pretty.
That's interesting.
I'm gonna say yay, but only because I played the early access and it was really fun.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say yay because I trust your dang word.
Yes. You should, and you're totally right to.
Yeah.
June 24th, we have a reboot of a series that has been gone for a very long time. Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX.
Oh, you did that on purpose, you naughty child.
You naughty boy.
You're a little trickster. I saw like 10 minutes ago. You had a smile on your face, and I know you already thought of that.
It's because I was thinking about saying the word dicks later.
Yeah, you're thinking about saying the DICKX word.
This game looks good.
I have a very nostalgic spot for Alex Kidd, and
and him just fisting everyone.
Yeah, him doing John Ken. Love it. Love it.
I think it looks good. I believe this is done by that one studio who does them all, Dotemu.
Yeah. 5 bags of popcorn.
Yeah, 5 bags of popcorn.
5 bags of popcorn and a little fist.
And a little fist.
A little fist keychain to play rock, paper, scissors with. No one's gonna get it.
Oh my God. Okay. It's a very good joke. We have on the same day as Alex Kidd, we have a Legend of Mana remastered. Yay.
Yay. Yeah, no, it's a yay.
It's a fucking yay all day. Oh my God. Not only is this game the prettiest fucking game in the world, you know what? I don't even have to explain myself. It's a yay.
If you want to learn more about this.
But if you want to learn more, we have a retro pixel. Oh, not retro pixel. Last gen. Sorry. Last gen episode hosted by Spencer, a Legacy.
Yes.
The next day on June 25th, we have a slew of titles coming out. We have a Bandai Namco coming with their new action RPG, Scarlet Nexus. I'm gonna say meh.
I'm gonna say meh because it nothing about it stands out too much to me, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
The characters look fucking dope, but it just looks like I played it on Xbox Series X. It feels like a sped up God Eater. The environments are kind of dull, and the visuals are the fucking cinematics. They're still images. It's not even like God Eater where they're like walking around and sitting. It's just like still images and then text, and then their picture profile will come up and then text.
It's like a Gmod machinima.
It's like It's like, what do you didn't want to put
It's
any
really
budget
weird.
into these cinematics, but you wanted to put all this voice acting. Anyway,
That's strange.
it's we'll see. It's a very pretty game, but we'll
We'll
see.
see.
That same day we have Mario Golf Super Rush, which is gonna
Yay.
sell like hotcakes.
Rush Golf looks fun as hell.
Yes. And for some reason on the cover, Mario is looking pretty sexy. I must say. He's wearing like
How old is Mario canonically? Isn't he like 24 or something stupid? Which I don't believe that.
I'm not sure. When I saw him on the Super Mario show, he definitely was not 24.
Definitely not 20. yeah. Lou Albano, not 24.
Yeah, I don't know. And I know it's going to sell better than Scarlet Nexus. I feel bad for the Nexus. We have a game later that week. Another return to an old title, Wonder Boy Asha in Monster World. And I'm going to say, oh, wait, this is just the PC release. That game is coming out like in 2 days.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't that like...
Sorry.
I'm getting emails about that.
Sorry, fuck this game. I haven't played it yet, but you don't belong in June.
Removed.
You don't belong in June. We do have a game called Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Oh, I remember that game.
And the Ghoul Patrol. And it is it's basically Zombie Ate My Neighbors. And they're on Ghoul Patrol.
Yeah, I'll give it a yay. That's a fun, weird game.
Yeah, I'll play some.
It has a spooky aesthetic that's really zany.
Mm-hmm. And the last game on our list of these titles is a SRPG that is known and loved called Disgaea 6, Defiance of Destiny.
I'll give it a yay. I love the sense of humor in Disgaea.
I'll give it a yay, but I will only give it 4 bags of popcorn for missing Etna as a main protagonist, because I do love Etna. So
4 bags of popcorn and a little printy to remind the series of its roots.
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks, dude.
And that's it for major releases. We have a little bit of other stuff coming out, but that's June. Very busy month. Very busy month.
It's ramping up now.
But we'll see. We'll see what really happens when these games come out. Very much looking forward to Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Very much looking forward to Astalon, Tears of the Earth.
I can't wait for Disgaea. I can't wait for...
Yeah, what's your pick? Do you have your popcorn pick of the month?
My popcorn classic pick of the month. That's got to be... Oh, that's tough. That's real tough. Do you have one while I think of one?
I will say that it's going to be Final Fantasy 7 Integrate, the Yuffie DLC. But I do want to give a shout out to Mighty Goose. Just
I'm going to give my shout out to Guilty Gear.
Okay. Yes. And do you have a runner up?
Integrate.
Oh, nice.
Integrate or Disgaea. Because, every time I play Final Fantasy 7, since I was a kid, I use Cloud Sid Yuffie. So seeing Yuffie come back, that just puts a dang smile on my face.
You use Sid, huh?
I love Sid. He's like my favorite Final Fantasy character other than like Cloud.
Really?
Yeah, I love Sid.
I was always Cloud, Tifa, Vincent.
I knew you were a Vincent boy the second I met you. The second I met you, I said, this guy uses Vincent Valentine.
Guy is a Vincent boy.
He screams it.
Yeah, that was my party.
That's a good party.
Yeah. Especially Tifa's limit breaks.
Yeah.
Once you get her Ultima limit break, it's killer.
It is killer, quite literally.
Yeah.
My crazy friend always uses Kate Sith.
What? Why?
Because it's his favorite character. He's wild.
That's cool. That's a challenge too.
It is a challenge.
Because it's
luck
not
based.
Easy. Yeah. Have you ever gone on a date with Sid?
In real?
Or not Sid, Barrett? Barrett.
Like,
have you ever gone on a date with Barrett at the
No,
Gold
but
Saucer?
as a kid, I could never figure out how, so I watched it online. But it made me laugh.
I did finally when it came to PS3, not PS3, PS4 maybe. When you could speed up the time because there was a trophy for it. So I just I beat the game a few times and I got all the trophies and that was the last one and I just sped through it all and you just have to talk to them a bunch.
Yeah.
But I hope they bring that back in the next
I do too.
And
they
just
did a good job with the cross-dressing and everything like that I thought would be removed. So I'd be fine with like I think they'll do all right with the dating.
Yeah. I think so too.
I don't know how they'll do it though. Like how they'll do
it'll have to be like one town. System. It'll have to be like one town like they did. You know, you'll go to one town and in that one town you can interact with all the characters, but who you interact with more. But if you do it balanced, then it's already going to go to Aerith.
Yeah, that's what I mean is like, I don't know how they'll do the points because there's no way it's been counting the points in the first part.
Is the gold saucer, that's where Kate Sith steals the ancient materia, yes?
Doesn't he steal it in the Temple of the Ancients?
He steals it, but then remember he throws it to the helicopter or something and chase him from the hotel. Mm-hmm. But where does Aerith, where does she split up from you in that whole scene? Is that the Temple of the Ancients? I think so.
I think
so too.
Because I remember the first time I ever played, I used her that part, and then I was like, where is she going?
Yeah, I fucked up and had a shitty party for fighting Bahamut in the Temple of the Ancients. And it was the hardest. I just had to grind. I had to spend hours grinding because my party sucked against him. And I just had the wrong party. And that was the worst thing that could happen. Anyway, another episode about Final Fantasy
7.
Looking forward to June. Hope you are. Let us know what you're looking forward to as well. And what's your yays and your nays. And hope you played along with us. And we'll get better at this in the future. Maybe we'll even write it down, you know.
Let's not get crazy.
Yeah, it's not like we prepared for this. Have a good week. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Boy Pixel.